Hey Aries, this is Perrymore Tarot's weekend reading from November 8th through the 10th, 2024. This is for Aries. Last shuffle for Aries. Let's see what's going on here. Aries, what we have is taking steps, and then we have transformation. So this tells me that you are, it seems like you're acting your spiritual rank. And with that being said, there's showing me a crown, royalty. You're changing some things, realizing that um you're above some things. You're above something. Okay. Saying I'm above it. Uh yeah, really. Look at that. King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. You're realizing that you are what you spend your time on. You are who you spend your time with. The transformation now is more of coming from the heart. It looks like from here on out you're not, maybe you weren't taking people too seriously. Maybe you were kind of just like, well, associates. But now you may be looking at situations saying, I need to spend time around people I can be more vulnerable with. And that means a lot. That is a sign of a spiritual rank. And it's, you know what I mean? It's when we don't take life too seriously, the people that we connect to too seriously, we just like, well, it doesn't matter. You know how we could rub shoulders with people and you're like, you're friends with people that you really wouldn't, there's some things you could do with them that you can't do, that you would never do. Like, I don't know how else to describe this, right? Being friends with people who maybe don't really truly represent what you are about, but just saying, oh, well, I mean, I can, that's either you've been friends with them for a while or what's the harm in that? You may now be realizing that it's time to step it up a little bit when it comes to the people you surround yourself with. King of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune with taking steps. It seems as though you're trying to invest your time into removing obstacles in your life. A lot of times, too, when you spend time with people that do not um, resonate with you, it's like you're spending your. It's like you're just throwing time away. No offense to certain people, right? But you know how we hang out with certain people that just really we don't have anything in common, right? We don't have a certain level of commonality. They won't understand what you're doing. They won't understand where you're going, what you're trying to do. It's like there's something about this where they don't understand. So they won't take seriously either your goals, your wishes, your dreams. They won't take seriously either like your ambitions. If you're studying, you want to learn something, you want to become more responsible, right? Or you want to create you want to invest time in something and have a routine or have some sort of like scheduling that would change, like something to change your life for the better. They wouldn't understand. And so there's something about you being patient and just being like, listen, um, I need to be able to be vulnerable. I need to be able to say this is important to me and able to spend time on trying to uh, solve issues or I don't know how else to put this because the Ten of Wands is about saying that you have a lot of things piling up. Sometimes there's certain, it's like they want you to be in a birds of a feather kind of energy. People who also understand that they have a higher calling or a higher rank in their life. I don't know how else to put this, but like say you're going to college and you're going to, you're focusing on your spirituality and you're dealing with people that party all the time and that's your friend, and all they do is party. They take nothing seriously. They're not going to support you in trying to change your life for the better. And so spirit's like you're transforming where it's looking like you want to be able to be open with the people around you, where you're not saying, yeah, well, I'm getting up and I'm going to do some chores in the morning. I got to run some errands. And they're like, what are you doing that for, dude? Let's party. And, that they're not encouraging you on the path that it matters, something that matters to you. They're not encouraging your growth. Spirit's asking you to change that, right? I hope that makes sense. The Hierophant, Page of Cups, fragmented energy. This is saying that you may be torn because you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. There's some, it's like I'm already, you may have had a routine with certain people anyway. Like, you know that you're going to talk to them anyway, even though on Saturday you do need that time to clear up some things, remove obstacles, solve some problems, close out, like get closure on things, finish projects. And you may be torn because you're saying, I usually accept their invitation. I usually do certain things with them. Now you may go, well, what's scattering me is I don't want to disappoint certain people. You also don't want to, there's a level of regret. Like, you may be torn saying, I don't want to regret not taking care of my business, but I also don't want to regret ignoring my friend or not um, accepting their invitation. Happy success here with the Three of Swords, Lord, and the Eight of Pentacles. There's something about spirit wanting you to know that if you were to explain that something is important to you and they scoff or they go, well, I mean, what's the point in doing that? I mean, let's have fun. Um, they're saying that you would end up finding that this relationship or these connections will end up ending. You will end up separating because you're working on something and they aren't contributing to it. They're contributing to the end of something for you or disappointment for you. And so I don't know who this is for, but this feels very personal that someone out here has friends that are not contributing to the growth of an Aries. And this also, I mean, as you know, this is energy. It could be interchangeable, but someone is in a situation where the people around them, maybe they're not holding you back directly, but they're not on the same wavelength. They're not trying to better themselves like you are. And so they're saying that you'll be happier focusing on working or building or mastering some kind of skill or craft. And you'd be happier doing so. What will end up happening is that you guys will end up separating from people who are not supportive of this naturally. It would just happen. And they want to warn you about this vibe of the changes you're going through, realizing that you can't allow yourself to feel like you're disappointing other people if you're not willing to um, accept their invitation to do things like you usually would do. I hope this makes sense. This is very, it is what it is. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, a Sagittarius, main signs. We also have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, or Capricorn. So you could be a Pisces, Aries cusp or an Aries, Taurus cusp, dealing with a Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp or a Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp. And if you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.